Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Frank Puzzles. This is a new channel where I'm going to share my love of puzzles with all of you. My goal is to post at least one video every day, and I hope you enjoy watching my puzzle solving and listening to my thought processes. And now, on to the puzzle. Today's puzzle is Heard No More 2 by the Bard, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. German whispers. Digits next to each other along a green German whisper line, must have a difference of at least 5. All vertical and horizontal German whisper lines have been given. No diagonal lines. Okay. I'm not really sure what that means about the diagonal lines, but anyways, that means if this was a 9, this number would have to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 because those are the only numbers that are 5 away from it. V, digits with a V between them sum to 5. All V's have been given. Okay, so that's interesting. So that means if this was a 1, this would have to be a 4. And remember, there's a negative constraint here, which says that all V's have been given. So there cannot be any two other cells besides these two, these two, these two, and these two, which add up to 5. So that's very important. Remember that. Digits with a black dot between digits with a black dot between them are in the ratio of 1 to 2. So for example, if this was a 2, this would have to be 1 or 4 because 2 is double 1, 4 is double 2. And those are the rules. You can play along there will be a link in the description where you can play along. And now I'm going to go. So let's get started. Okay, interesting. So I have to remember the constraints of the V, but one thing we know is that these have to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 5 is here. In addition, so let's get all the V's. So it's 1 through 4, 1 through 4. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. That's interesting. So since this is 6, 7, 8, 9, I still don't understand the diagonal lines, but anyways. Okay, so this is 1 through 4. Okay, so yeah, let's color code these. So these are all low. We have these are high. These must be low. This is high. This is high. This must be low. This is low. This is high. This is high. So one thing we know is this is all the highs. So that's 1, 2 that are high. And then we have 3, 4. And then we have a 5 in addition. So we know both of these are low. So this is high. 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 And these are lows. There's one of each here, here. So this is low, which means this is low too. This is low. This has to be high. Okay. Do we know anything else? Yeah. So this is low. Aha. So this has to be high or 5. Essentially. Let's make it orange. This is high or 5. Um, hmm. There's two of each. Oh, this is a high. Interesting. So that means this is 6 or 8, which means this is 3 or 4. Oh, in addition, this can't be 4. This could be 3 still, though. This is 1 or 2. Okay. So 1 can never be next to 9. 2 can never be next to 8. Oh, wait, no, it's 5. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of tens. Uh, we have one of each here. We have one of each here. Interesting. One of each here. One of each here. Hmm. Oh, okay. Here are 4 blues, so these two have to be orange. There's 1 blue here. Huh. So this has to be low also, right? Yeah, because 608 is high. So this is okay, so this is red or blue. Sorry, red and blue. So this has to be orange also. This is orange also. One blue, one orange, one red. Hmm. This has to be 7 through 9. This can't be 6. This could be 6. Okay. This is 7, 8, or 9 also. Interesting. So these two have to be the same as those two, because these two eliminate that from being a possibility. So this one has to be here. Okay, so let's just do that, I guess. So that one specifically has to be along here. Hmm. Hmm. This is 1, 2, or 3. Um. Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. So we know this one is matched with this. And this one cannot be any of these 3. Cannot specifically be these 2. So it has to be one of those. So this yellow cannot be any of these. Can't be that. Has to be that because it matches one of those. So therefore it's here too. So this one is the same as that one. There's a blue somewhere along here, which means it has to be the other one. Um, Obviously this one has to be one of those two. Oh, interesting. Okay. Since it can't, all V's have been given. So, okay, let me make sure we have the values there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can start changing the coloring. So the purple is one of these. But what? Okay, so let me try it this way. I'm gonna make these green. This is purple. So purple goes with green. So this one, okay, and then we'll make that, I don't know, make that blue. And the corresponding one will be red, right? So since we know, okay, this purple means it has to be here. The corresponding one has to then be there. So this has to be one of the greens. This is green. This purple has to be here. In addition, this is blue, but it cannot be with the other one, right? So it can't be with the, because otherwise there would be a V in between them. So this one has to be purple. And then this is blue. And then we'll be, I guess, make it red with it. So blue has to be along one of these. Red has to be one of those. This is purple. So this cannot be green. This cannot be green. So green could be one of these three. Where's blue? Blue cannot be here. Blue could be here. So blue has to be one of those three. Purple cannot be here. But purple could be any of these three. And where is red? Red cannot be here. Red could be here. So any of these could be red. Oh, interesting. Huh. So this is also red or purple. There's one there. Okay. Say this was purple, right? I guess this would have to be green, and that would be blue. Ah, but that doesn't work, right? If this is purple, this can't be green anymore. This would have to be green. But then we have 5 digits, so this can never be purple. Can this ever be green? If it's green, this would have to be purple. So it still could be green here. Can this... um... So we know the red is somewhere here. We don't know which. So the purple is one of those two. Interesting. Huh. Okay, so this is blue, green, or purple, right? Hmm. Interestingly enough. Okay, so say this was 6, this would have to be 1, and this would have to be 4. Wait, no, this would be 3, and this would be 1. If this is 8, it could be either, and this would have to be 4. Huh. Does that really tell us much? Not really. This one has to be here, which doesn't tell us very much. Hmm. I still don't understand the all vertical and horizontal German limbs have been given rule. But I don't know if that really gives us anything. Um, hmm. So purple and green are opposite, are 1, 4, or 2 and 3. Oh, blue and red are 1 and 4 and 2 and 3, so this can never be 1. Uh, oh. This is 1 and 4 or 2 and 3. So if it's 2 and 3, it can't be 7. If it's 1 and 4, it can't be 7. So this has to be 8 or 9. Hmm. For this to be 9, this would have to be 8. So then it would have to be 2, 3, 2, 3. I don't know what that tells us. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There has to be one here, which means it must be one of those. So say there was 2, right? If this is high, this would have to be 8 or 9 because of the same properties of this, right? Because it would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 that add up to 5. Um, but this could still be 1, 2, or 3. So this could be 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be either 1, 4 or 2, 3. Yeah, kind of broad. Hmm. Hmm. If this is blue, can this be red? So say this was 1. This could be 4. This would have to be 4 and 8. Or if it's 2, it does not work if it's 3 or 6. So, yeah, this could be blue and red or green and purple. If specifically if it's 1 and 4. Hmm. Can this be green? Oh, okay, that's interesting. What happened? So what do we have here? So this, say this was 6, right? This would have to be 8. This would be 4. So 4 would have to be one of those. This has to be 1, so then that has to be 4, right? This would have to be 9. So the red is 4. So this is 2 or 3. This is 2 or 3. This would have to be 1. Hmm. I mean, look, all looks valid. Um, say this was 8. If this was 8, this would have to be 9. This would be 6. This would be 3. This would have to be 1. This still could be 1, and that could be 4. Hmm. I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why this is taking me so long to do. Um, okay. Let's say this was all. Yeah, unfortunately, got all the other coloring right now. There's only one low between the rest of all of this, which is interesting. If there's two lows, that means this and this would have to be low, which means none of these are low. So this one would have to be low, one of these. Wait, no, no, no. That's not correct. If this and this are low, that means they both have to be here, right? So it would be those two. And then one of these would have to be correspond to this, and that would correspond to there. I mean that already does correspond that way. Interesting. We know there's one here. There's one here. Low. There could be one here. There's essentially two more in this set. We do know. Hmm. There's at least one here. Red could be any of these. There's at least one here. There's at least one here. Hmm. Hmm. Say this was orange. Say that was a low. So we have orange and yellow. So one of these would be orange and yellow. One of these would be orange and yellow. One of these would both be orange and yellow. This would have to be one. So this could be orange or yellow. No, it would have to be orange or yellow specifically, right? It would have to be pink. Hmm. If this is green, this cannot be pink, so this would have to be pink, right? Therefore, this would be blue and red in some order. This would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So this would be green. This would have to be pink. This would be blue. This would be red. So that would be pink. So this would have to be pink. The red would have to be here. Uh, I don't know why. This is taking me a while. Hmm. If this is 6, this would have to be 6 also, right? Because that can't be 6, and that 6 eliminates that. So this one would have to be 6. If this is 6, this would have to be 6 because this is 1. If this is 6, this would have to be 6. That's only if it's 6, though. It doesn't tell us anything if it's 7 or 8. Hmm. So if this was red, this would have to be blue. This would be purple, and this would be green. Okay. Doesn't tell us very much. This is purple, red, or green. One of these is blue or red. Hmm. Huh. I don't know if I'm approaching this right. Um, what do we attack here? So this one has to be one of these. So it could be here, which would mean it has to be one of those two. And it specifically could not be the 4. But it could be 2 or 3, which would mean the 2 or 3's here. Hmm. Man, why is this so hard for me? Okay, let me just read through the rules again just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Normal Sudoku rules, German whispers, digit next must have a difference of at least 5. No diagonal lines, I don't know what that means. Digits within a v between them sum to 5. All V's have been given. Okay, digits with a black dot between them a ratio of 1 and 2. Yeah, that's not much. This has to be a high. Okay. Do we try making this 8? So this, if this is 8, this is 2 or 3, this is 2 or 3, but I don't think that gives us anything. Hmm. These could be the same. Um, yeah. So say this is 3. This would have to be 6. So this would be 1. Right? Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, this can't be 6. Right? Because it's in between 2 digits. So it can't be 6. So can this ever be 6? No. If this was 6, this has to be 1. This would have to be 6. So that would be 1, but then you would have 2 digits that are both 1, right? So this can never be 6. I don't know if that tells us very much, unfortunately. This is 7, 8, or 9. This still could be 1 or 2 and 1 or 2. So if this is not 1, well, that's kind of interesting. Okay, so say green is 4. This would have to be 1. This would be 2, 3, 2, 3. So this could not be 6. So one of these would be 6. This would be 4. This would be 9. This would have to be 9. Um, so this would be 1. So this would be 3, which would mean that's 3. This is 2. This would be 6. This would be 1. So this would be purple. This would be red. I mean, it still works right now. This is 7 or 8. This is 8 or 9. This is 7 or 8. So this is 3, 4. This is 1, 2. I mean, this all works. Um, so this can't be 6. Let's try this being 2. This would have to be 8, 4. So you have 7, 9, 7, 9. This is 1 or 3. So the 4 would have to be one of those. This is 7, 9, 7, 9. So this would be 5 or 6. This would be 1 or 3. Yeah, it doesn't lead us anywhere. Man, this is taking me a long time. I'm not sure why. Am I approaching it wrong? I think I might be approaching it the wrong way. This is supposed to be an easy one. Easy puzzle. So where am I? Okay, this has to be like 1, 4 or 2, 3, 2, 3. Does that tell us anything? Only we got that. That has to be 8 or 9, right? Because it's either 2, 3, 2, 3 or it's 1, 4. So if it's 1, 4, this is 9. If it's 2, 3, 2, 3, it could be 8. It still could, but it could be 9 also. Um, hmm. Yeah, we tried this being green, and it works, unfortunately, at least. So if this is green, that's actually one interesting thing. If this is green, it would have to be a 1 or 2, right? Because if it's green, where's purple? Purple cannot be any of these. So purple would have to be here, which means that it's a 3 or 4. So if this is a green, it's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? But we don't know if it is. Hmm. And this could be all 9 numbers, unfortunately, so that's not helpful to delineate. Hmm. No, this still could be 4. Maybe. Let's take a look. What happens if this is 4? So this would be 9. This would be 1. This would be 1. So this would be 4. This would be 9. So that looks kosher right now. This would be 3. This would be 6. This would be 1. This would have to be 2. This would be 3. This would be 2. This would be 3 or 4. This would have to be 3, right? Yeah, it can't be 4 because that can't be 9. So this would have to be 3. This would be 8. This cannot be 4. Interesting. So this would have to be 4. This would be 2. This would have to be 8 or 9. 7, 8 or 9. Yeah, this all looks kosher, unfortunately. This is 5 or 7. This is 5 or 7. This is 8 or 9. This is 8 or 9. This would have to be 7 or 8. So this, it would be the same as that. This would have to be 7 since it can't be anymore. So this would have to be 8. This would be 8. This would be 9. I mean, it all looks fine. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Nothing eliminated, unfortunately. I mean, that's the issue, essentially. What if this were 4? Doesn't really tell us much. This can't be purple. I mean, if that's purple, this can't be green. That would have to be green, then we have 4 digits. So this would have to be 4. That would be 8. Green would be 1. So we have 2, 3, 2, 3. This would be 7 or 9. Hmm. Yeah, this doesn't tell us very much either. What am I missing here? I must be missing something fairly obvious. Um, Hmm. Wait. What does it what does it mean by all vertical and horizontal German whisper lines have been given? Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the I see. Yeah, that's the negative constraint there. I see. Yeah. All vertical and horizontal German whisper lines have been given. No diagonal lines. I see now. That means there can't be a difference. Okay, so this is why it was so hard for me. There is no difference of five. I don't know if I like the way that they make that. They should say every difference of five has been given or something. I'm pretty sure that's what it has to be because this is so hard right now. This is a really difficult puzzle without that negative constraint. But with that negative constraint, that's huge, I think. Right? I mean, it's not huge, but it's makes a much bigger difference than like I'm not seeing anything here, right? So that means this cannot be a 1, right? There has to be a 6, 7, 8, 9 here. This cannot be 1. Oh, I think that makes a lot more sense. And then this, well, this could be 4, 8. That still could be valid. This cannot be 9 anymore, though. That constrains what things could be, right? Oh, man, that makes things so much easier to understand. Yeah, I think it's that negative constraint that that the German whisper lines, all of them have been given. All the vertical and horizontal ones have been given, not the diagonal ones. That's what they mean by that. Otherwise, it just doesn't make any sense, right? To have that additional rule. I mean, sometimes there is extraneous information given, but given how difficult this is supposed to be, and that basically, like, I think that this has to be the negative constraint then because this is really difficult. This is not, I mean, and it's supposed to be an easy puzzle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that yeah, I don't like the way that they said this. All vertical because that's a very weird rule saying that all vertical and horizontal German whisper lines have been given. It should be saying all digits that have a difference of at least 5 have been horizontally or vertically have been shown by a German whisper line, right? Okay, let's. I'm pretty sure that has to be the assumption because this is really difficult otherwise. Because it doesn't seem like there's anything right now that can actually do that, and it doesn't make sense to say it that way, right? So I think that has to be the case. So this cannot be 9. Okay, so one thing is this limits a lot of 9s, right? Because the 9 cannot be. It also limits a lot of 1s too, right? So this cannot be 1. So that can't be 4. Which means the 4 has to be here. This cannot be 4. One of these is right. 8, 9. This is low. This could be 5. But this cannot be 9. So we know the 9 is one of these 3. This cannot be 9. This could be 9. That makes a lot more sense. If this was 8, this would have to be 6 and 3. and there would have to be a German whispered line there. So no, that can't be 8. If this was 8, this would have to be 6 or 3. 6 and 3, and that would have to be a German whispered line. So that can't be 8. This can't be 9 either. So we have 6, 7, 8. Aha. So this has to be 1. Okay, so this is 1. This can't be 6. This can't be 1 now. That would, yeah. I was struggling with that. That was like, oh, this is so hard. Okay, so there cannot be 6, 7, or 8. No 6, 7, or 8. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. This could be 9. Okay, this can't be 1. This can't be 9 because that would be next to a low. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. Can't be 8 either. Could be 5, 6, or 7. This can't be 9 because it's next to a low. Where's a 9? This can't be 9 because it's next to a low without being a German whisper between them. This can't be 9 because this has no German whisper. This can't be 9, same thing because there's no German whisper. This can't be 9 because this also same thing as German whisper. So this has to be 9. Okay, so that's helpful. So this can't be 9. There's no 9 here. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 4 is one of those two. That doesn't help that much. Okay. If this is 9, this would have to be a 5. Right? So if this is 9, this would have to be 5 because otherwise there would be a German whisper line there. Otherwise it's 5. So we know the 5 is here. Okay. Seems reasonable. This still could be 9. Huh. Oh, this can't be 4 anymore. Right? If it was 4, it would have to be 9 and 9, which doesn't work. 2 and 3. Yeah. I'm thinking of the German whisper line. So I'm thinking I should go back to the high and low coloring. So this cannot be 4. So it'd have to be 2, 3 with 7 or 8. And six cannot be there. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. Hmm. This cannot be 9. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the high-low coloring because I think the German Whisperer part gives precedence over everything else. Okay, so let's color the lows again. These are high. This is green, this is orange, this is orange. This is orange. This is high. These are high. This is low. Hmm. This cannot be 1. If this was 1, it would have to be the German Whisper line there, so that can't be 4. So we know 9 is one of those two. This could be 1 here because that would have to be next to that could be next to a 5. This could be 1 because that would be next to a 5. Wait. Yeah. Okay, hold up. So from the previous one, this is green, this is purple. That means the purple would have to be here and then here. So the purple's here, which means this cannot be 1. Interesting. So this is 1, right? This is purple. This is from the previous one. Purple, purple, and purple, right? This is green. This is blue. So this has to be red. This is purple, 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 which means green is here, green is here, green is here. So this is 1. This is still actually kind of difficult, even with that constraint, but it's much like I know where to go now, at least. Um, yeah. If that's 6, this is 6. This could be 1. Say this was 4, right? This would have to be 2 or 3. If this was 4, this would have to be 2 or 3. We also know the 1, yeah. The 1 has to be here. So this is 2, 3, or 4. There cannot be a 6 anywhere here. Have to be 7, 8, or 9 with it. This cannot be 8. If this was 8, this would have to be 3, 6. And then you'd have 8 with 4. Which doesn't work. Okay. So this is either a high or it could be a 6 with something else or an 8 with a 4. Oh wait, no, we know 8 can't be here. Because the 8 has to be one of these two, right? Because if that were 8, this is 3, 6, and that wouldn't work. So this can't be 8. So it's either 9. Oh, that's one thing. These are both, so this is it. I guess it could still be 8, right? If this is 8, this could be 1 and 4, and that would work. Hmm. Struggling here, still. But that negative constraint makes things a lot easier. Ugh. So if this was low, it could be 4. Hmm. I'm not seeing it right now. Jeez. Even with a negative constraint, still not that easy, I don't think. I'm just not seeing it or something. Um, hmm. The 9 could be surrounded by other digits that are high. So the 9 cannot be here, cannot be here. So the 9 has to be one of these. This could be 2 other lows. That's the problem there. 1 is not here. So 1 cannot be here. Well, 1 could potentially be there. There's no 5 here. Oh, 5 has to be here. And 5 has to be here. Right? Uh... Hmm. 5 has to be one of those 4. 5 is one of those 4. If it's 3, it would have to be 9, right? So say this is 3. Okay, this seems a little difficult to do, but if this was 3, it would have to be with 9, right? So this would be 5. But the problem is if this is 3, this has to be 2, which means that's 5. So this can never be 3. So this is either 2 or 4, right? No, I don't think that's no. Thinking about it, no, oh, it can't be 4 because it has to be 4 and it has to be next to 9. Yeah, so that actually does work. Right. Now, if this is 2 and 7, this would have to be 3 and 8. Well, if this is 2 or whatever, it would have to be 3 and 8. Um, if this is 4, it has to be 4 and 9, which would mean this is 3 and 6. If this is, yeah, 4 and 9, then this could be any of them right now. Hmm. This could be 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Hmm. So, if this was 2, this would have to be 6. So, if this is 2, this is 6, which means this is 8, 4. So that can't be 4, and then it would have to be 2, which is not possible. So this cannot be 2. Which means this can never be 7. This could still be 8. This seems really difficult for an easy quote unquote one. Uh, hmm. If this is 6, this is 1, this is 4, which works. Hmm. Why is it so difficult still? Uh, this can't be 2. If this was 2, one of these is this is 7 or 8. Oh, this can't be 2 either. So this can't be okay, yeah. Well, that makes that easy. So this can't be 2, this can't be 2 because this has to be 7 or 8. So therefore this has to be the 2, which makes this 5. Okay, well then that makes this easy. This is 3 8 pair. This can't be 5. This can't be 2. This corresponded to this? No. This corresponds to one of these. So this one and this one have to be the opposite. So this is 1, 2. Again, this one had to be, so this one has to be here, which means this one has to be here. So that one is that one. This one becomes that. This is this. So this is 1 or 2. So this cannot be 3. So we know, sorry, it has to be 3, so this cannot be 3, so this is 4. Since this is 4, I think that means this is 1, right? Right, this is 2 or 3, and this one is equal to this, right? Because it has to be here, has to be here. This one cannot be next to the 2 and 3, so this has to be 2 or 3. Oops. This has to be 2 or 3. This has to be 2 or 3. This is a 1. So since this is 2 or 3, this cannot be 6. This is 3 and 4, 3 and 4. This has to be 9. So this cannot be 1. This has to be 5, 6, 7, or 8. This is 5, 6, 7, or 8, so this is a high. So we have a high here, which means this is low, these are high, and this is low. So this is 1 or 4. It cannot be 4, so this is 1. So these cannot be high. So these have to be, so we know this is low now. This is high, blink, this is high. This is high. So 6, 7, or 8, so this is 9. This is 3, 8. This cannot be 8. So this is 5, 6, or 7. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4 cannot be in either of these because otherwise there would be a V. So it's 2, this is 2 or 3, this is 2, 3, or 5. So this has to be 2 or 3, which makes this 5. So this is low. One of these is low, one of these is, yeah. So this could be high still. We have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 2 or 3, 2 or 3. This cannot be 7 because this is 3 or 4. This is 9. This is 6 through 9. This is 6 through 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, 7, 8, 9. No 1, no 9, no 2. So the 4 cannot be here. The 4 width there has to be there. 3 or 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 4 oranges and a red. So these have to be both blue. Right. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 1, and it cannot be 4 with it. So this is 1, 2, or 3. Can't be 3. This is 1 and 2. This has to be 4, 9, which makes this 3. So this is 3, this is 6. We have 7, 7, 8, 4. This has to be 9 then. So this is 1 and 2, which makes this 3. So this becomes 3, this is 2, this is 3. No 3, no, this has to be 8. We know this is 8. No 8, no 8, no 7. This can't be 3, so this can't be 2. We know the 4's here, so this can't be 4, this can't be 1. So this has to be 2. This is 2, this is 1. No 7, no 7. So this is low, which means this is high. So this is 8. This is 3. We have 4, 9, 4, 9. This cannot be 3. This cannot be 7. This cannot be 8. No, 6, 8, or 9. So this is 2. So this cannot, this is 3. This cannot be 8. So this is 6. This cannot be 7 because it would have to be next to 2. So this is 4. So we know this is 7 and 8. So no 7, 8, and 9. So this is 1, 3, 6, 1, 3, 6. This can't be 3, or 3 or 4. Can't be 2, 3, 6, 7. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 8. This has to be 1. No 8. No 7. No 1. This is 2 or 4. Okay, so if this was 2, this would have to be 9. So this cannot be 2. This is high, so this is 7 or 9. So this has to be 2. So this is 2. This is 9. This is 7. This has to be 4 and 1 because those are the only ones. So this is 2 and 3. This is 1 and 4. This can't be 7. This can't be 7 because it would be next to 2. So this is 3 and 6. This is 5 and 8. This has to be 4. So this is 2 and 3. This is 3. This is 2. This has to be 9. Oops. So this is 1. And this is 2. Which means this cannot be 6. Because 6 would work there. This cannot be... Yeah. So this can't be 5. This is 5. This is 6, 7. This becomes 6. This is 3. Can't be 5 or 6. Oops. So this is 7, 8, and 9, which makes this 5. This is 8. This can't be 5. This can't be 6. So this is 7, 8, 7, 8. So this becomes 6. This is 7. No 6 here. No 7. So this becomes 1. Since this is 1, this has to be 9. This is 4. This cannot be 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is 5. We have 6. This is 5. This is 6, 7, and 8. So this has to be 6. And we have 7 or 8. 7, 8. This is 5. This becomes 6. We have what? 3, 4, and 8. Right, this is 3, 4, or 8. So this is 3, which makes this 8, and this is 4. That's 3 in the corner. 2 cannot be here. This is 2. This is 7. This is 8. This is 7 or 9. If this is 9, this would have to be green to 3. So this is 7. This is 9. This is 9. This is 5. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is 7. This is 8. This is 4. And this is 6. Dang. Even with a negative constraint, that was very difficult. That was very difficult. But, yeah. I don't think it's solvable without the negative constraint. So I wish that they changed I wish they had the rule set out so it was clearer that any difference of at least 5 has to have a German whisper line in between it if it's horizontal or vertical. I think that's a better way of putting it instead of saying all vertical and horizontal German whisper lines have been given, because it is playing a little bit along expectations, but usually you don't expect German whisper limes to be put everywhere. I don't know. That needs to be clarified, I think, in the rules. But other than that, first of all, I hope you actually understood the rules clearly because that got me stuck for like probably a good 20 minutes. Um, and then like maybe my mind wasn't in a good place after that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Take care.